Hanaki! Did you know that our souls are connected by fate? What do you know? I'm Yuno Hanaki, the one and only Oiran from Mialoon. Good evening. Hello. I am finally free from the work mine. I have been unshackled, unchained. Although actually I realize I need to send the finished product to the person. 1 second. I didn't do that earlier. That's on me. I'll do that real quick. Anyway, hi. Hello, Yuno and cursed Pokemon Fusion Abomination. He's not cursed. That is our son, Magirak, and you will be nice to him. That's our freaking son. Be nice. Okay. Let me... Can't talk about the actual project, but I was saying things. Frick, sorry. You can hear my phone shuffling around because I'm checking my message over for errors again. Will all this fit? It does. Sick. Yay. Cool. I'm done. Forgets to send. Literally me. Literally me. I've obtained the key. I'm free. Still chained to bed or desk. No, I wasn't working from bed. I still don't have a do stuff from bed set up. If I had $1 million jillion, I would get the stuff I need so that I could work from my bed, but unfortunately, I don't have the means. Maybe someday. Not right now, though. Anyway, it is officially sent off, so now, unless there are egregious things I need to fix, I am done. Wipe sweat off my forehead. I'm free. Yippee, yippee, yippee! But I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Monday. It is OniMon. It is the Oni of Mon. Yippee, yippee. So for those of you, I didn't post my schedule on the YouTube community tab because, I forgot. And also just because it's a short week, but we have the stream today, which is OniMon, and then we have a longer stream tomorrow. I'm gonna try and stream for... I'm not sure how long yet, but I'm gonna try to stream for a while. Maybe at least until my dinner time. So like until 6, maybe? 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time? Give or take. I'm gonna try anyway. To give you guys a solid dose of Unonium stream-wise before I go on break. And then on Wednesday, there will be a surprise video upload on Wednesday. Hopefully by like 6 p.m. that day, if not sooner. I'm not going to tell you what it is. But there is going to be a special upload right before my break, so I hope you guys look forward to it, and please watch it a lot. I worked very, 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 very hard. I've been working hard ever since this month freaking started, because I was supposed to go on break, but then I got smacked, and so, yeah. Could be a good time to finish the Batsus, for the long stream, you mean? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, too. Not that there's really that much left. It's standing, and then, we have 20 minutes of puntable, and then there's also a BRB screen. So I guess I can take a BRB break, during that stream as well. in case I need a little bit of like a power nap or something. Because I think that screen is 40 minutes. Let me double check. I still have the big document. Yeah, it's 40 minutes. 30 minutes of standing, 40 minutes BRB, and 20 minutes of puntable. So we will have plenty of time during that long stream to get through those. We will get through those, no problem. You can do all at once. Puntable leaves to go stand in timeout corner. I feel like I might still have the art that somebody got of Puntable sitting in the corner because everybody's mean to her. I guess I could just put that on screen for 40 minutes. So it's like I'm redeeming the stand, but it's in the corner. And then Puntable, of course, has to leave within that time frame because she's only out for 20 minutes. We would have to go by honor system, though. You would have to believe me when I say that I'm using the 40 minutes to stand. Or I guess 30 minutes of the 40 to stand. You would have to go by honor system. Would you trust me? You don't really have a reason to not trust me, but would you trust me? You know, only allowing Puntable 20 minutes of freedom. She's only allowed out in 20-minute doses, because I feel like I could not do an entire stream as Puntable. I think I would, pale-ish. It's funnier if I say no. What the hell? You can't just choose options based on whether or not they're funny. Only if we can see wife because you're standing. I will put wife on screen also. It will be a picture of wife and a picture of Puntable standing in the corner. We need a live view of your feet. Not my feet. I'm not giving that to the feet likers. You don't need that power. R.I.P. Yuno overdosed on Uwu Gremlin energy. Honestly, yeah. It's very powerful. That's the entire point of life, to pick the funniest option, even if it's not the most wise. Depends on the vibes, I suppose. A live feed of your Geta and just the Geta alone? I don't have an option that's just the Geta. Can I even hide? Wait. Now I have to experiment. Can I even hide my feet on like a layer? Or would it hide the whole leg? Now I have to find out. You did this, by the way. We have to find out. Oh my god, I can. It's gonna look real bad. But apparently I can. Yo, check this shit out. Ah! Where'd it go? She has no foot! Where are they going? They're just getting chopped off. Ah, no! Ah, scary, ah! Is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted? The Geta cam? Is this what you wanted? This is now a shoe stream? Not that it really matters because my shoes don't move. Shoe stream. Your Geta straps are somehow floating. Yeah, well, I can't exactly pin them down, so. Stinky? My Geta are not stinky. Oh, shit. My Geta are not stinky. They are perfectly normal, nice shoes. Perfectly normal shoes for a perfectly normal girl. Shoestring budget of a stream. Look, all of the money from the Unothon is going towards the 2.0 assets and also my rent and my bills, so I really don't have much of a budget for these streams. Please understand. Please understand. You just grip them between your toes. Why do you guys have to think about it so hard? Honestly, it's just because this is how my mama drew it. This is just the layers that my mama drew, okay? She didn't draw them all the way around the foot. It is what it is. Oh, I can make them move a little bit. I just have to move up and down. They look like frickin' Jello. Animated. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This Rachel should have to sew her shoes. Oni Geta never worn. Sad story in 4 words. Wait, no, it's 6-word horror story. Hold on. For sale. Oni's Geta never worn. Giga putty. Putty. Anyway, this is the stream now, I guess. This really works for me because it means I don't really have to care about how shit. I don't really have to care about puppeting as hard. So I guess we could just kind of do this for the stream. It's just a shoe stream now. Shoes. What are those? They are my Geta. We need a raid right now. We're not getting a raid. Are you kidding? It is not often that I get raided. It's not gonna happen. I'm not even worried about it. No one will believe you. Anyhow. In other news, though, speaking of the 2.0, I posted about it on my sub account, so you might not have seen it if you don't follow the sub account, but guess what? The payment went through yesterday! I can get the art! Yippee! I'll be able to get the finished files as soon as they're done now. Yeah! I'm so relieved. I'm just like, thank God it went through. Because I was honestly so afraid that it wasn't going to let me pay it. But I am glad that it managed to go through. And now I will be able to get the art files. And I won't have to wait. Yay. Did you make any special changes to the name or anything different from the previous attempt? Nope. I just reused the same information again. Just to see what would happen. And at first it was kind of rejecting it for like a little bit, but then it decided, you know what? This is correct enough. And then it sent it over. So I was like, okay. Don't know what happened there. There's just something really funky going on. Also, it kind of worked out in my favor, I guess, because it was just a little bit cheaper because the value of the yen went down a little bit this time around. So it's just a little bit cheaper. I saved a little bit of money. So I guess I shouldn't complain too much. But it's good. It went through and it's good. Saved enough for a pop and some fries, literally. It was honestly a pretty minuscule amount of savings, but it's not bad. Any savings is good savings because I can immediately put that into the other assets as I start working on commissioning them. I'm so happy though. Yay. But part of the deal when it came to commissioning my mama to begin with was she would show me like how the finished draft looked, but I wouldn't get the official files until I had paid. But now since I've paid ahead of time, she can just send them to me right away and I don't have to wait. So that's a win in my book because it means I can immediately grab all of the files as they come to my email and I can put them in my mouth. And I can just go... I could go crazy like they're a chew toy. Did you know I'm actually crazy about it? Because I am. I've been so fucking relieved. You don't understand how much stress that was putting on me. I'm just very excited. Yay! You know, ate her homework? No, I ate my mama's homework because she turned it in. And I was like, ooh, yummy, snack for me. And then I ate it. So... that's what you do with homework. That's what teachers do with homework. Didn't you know that? They just eat it. The version that you get back is a copy that they made afterwards. they like regurgitate it with your proper grade on it. Spoiling the secrets of teaching. Ask any teacher, they will agree. Although they might also try to get rid of you because you found out the secrets. So maybe don't tell them. Well, yeah, I got 2.0 paid off, so I'm very happy. I am looking forward to the files, which I think I'm supposed to be getting in a little less than a week. Well, some of them. She told me, like, the order that they're going to come in, so I guess I have to wait for the specific order. Of each file, I mean, but that is fine. I am a patient girl. I've waited this long. I can wait a little bit longer. Is that why I left my teaching job? Yeah, you got a little bit sick of having to regurgitate the papers, huh? I get it. I understand. Coughing it up like how cats cough up hairballs to present to you. Anyway. Yeah. I'm very excited. I've been like even though it happened yesterday, I've just been like excitedly jittery all day while I've been finishing my work. I'm so excited. Hanaki, welcome in. It's gonna be so hard once I get the like finalized design stuff to like hold it back at all. So, I hope the girls are ready for the fact that I will not shut up once I get it, and I will be showing them constantly. Reminder that and I just keep holding it out, and they're just like, we've seen it already, you know, and I'm just like, but have you seen her? But do you see her? Please understand, I've kept this completely under wraps since I started working on it in freaking December. Very few crumbs to very few people. I have to be able to start showing it off at some point or else I'll go crazy. Yeah. Anyway. That's where I've been. I've been excited about 2.0 and I've been, working. But the work is done now for the moment and I'm happy about that. If something with this work means I have to do revisions, though, I'm probably gonna have to stay up tonight. Because this is not a project that I can work on stream. So I'm either going to have to work on it late tonight or I'm gonna have to get up really early to finish it. But hopefully I can finish it by then, like by that time, because I want to be able to dedicate my time to the long stream and also not have to worry about it over my break. Well, that's where I have been. I hope you guys have been well. Ugh. Yuno, be like, you've seen her, but have you really seen her? Like, actually, I think you need to look again. That's literally me. But, like, have you seen her, though? But, like, have you? Okay, I'm gonna put my feet back on. This is a silly experiment. And it's funny to know that I can do it, but we're gonna put my feet back on now. Gasp feet. Oh my god, toes. Meh. Man? What do you mean, man? If you want a stream that's just shoes, I will have to dedicate a stream to just shoes. Oh god, she has no toenails. Do I not have toenails? What? I thought I had toenails. Wait. Oh god, you're right. I don't have toenails. That's always been a thing. I definitely thought I did have toenails, but apparently I just have no. Skin shaded toenails? No, dude, there's literally no toenail. Do you see this? These are naked. There's literally, like, not even a nail bed. I know this is just bait to show my feet on screen again, but, like... What the heck? That's crazy. I never realized that. It's just... It was funny because, like, just a second ago, I was thinking about how Kaya used to say that my feet looked weird. And I never really realized what she meant, I guess. And I think that's because she noticed I had no toenails. I think that's because she noticed, and I guess I just didn't. Missing a layer? That is not true. How do you scratch an itch without toenails? I know, right? That sounds like a nightmare. You have to add toenails to the top of the 2.0 list. Well, if it's any consolation, I am aware that 2.0 does have toenails. She has fingernails too. Because you can't even see my fingernails on this model either. I guess I just don't have nails. But like, look, I don't have fingernails. Like, look at my hand. I don't have fingernails. Well, okay, you can't see it if I go that way. Look. I'm bare. I'm just flesh stubs. What on earth? We're looking, yeah, you better be. You gotta get all of the good looks in at her while you can, because she's going to be gone for quite a while once 2.0 is out. The life of a half Oni? Yeah, half Oni means unfinished appendages. Can you show left hand? The one that gets covered by the bone? This one also does not have nail. Once 2.0 comes out, she's going in the cage and not the good way. No, Green's going in the basement. Green's gonna go in the basement. Coming out for very rare occasions. You know, just nervous, chew them off. To my toes? Ew! I understand why people chew their fingernails out of nervousness or whatever, but like... Toenails, though? Literally put into a big Tupperware box like the kind you use for Christmas decorations. Big old wash tub size. True. I'm going to miss Green Yuno so much. Honestly, I am too. As excited as I am for purple and for the new art style, I am very much going to miss Green. She is how I got my start after all, so I am a little bit nostalgic. Or I will be nostalgic. I'm not nostalgic right now. How can I be nostalgic? She's literally still here. She's gone through so much. Yeah, Green's been through the trenches. I think she kind of deserves a break. So while she is going into the basement, at least she will be comfy there. Because she deserves to have the long rest. We'll let Purple do all the work. And an ice box like Roasted Maiden. It's like I can still hear Greeno. I'm not dead! Not yet, anyway. Going in the attic until the next Onimus. She comes out only for the Christmas season, and that's so that she can be a tree. But I guess that means I'd only be able to use Purple for like 2 months, because then Green would come back out in December. Assuming I can still do my debut on time. Don't say things I want to draw. Unfortunately, I can't help it. Oh, Yuno tree, oh, Yuno tree. How lovely is your greenery. So true. She has AC and Otome in the box. The AC is on. She has Otome on her Nintendo Switch. She is listening to her favorite Seiyu breathe into her ear. She is fine. Do not break open the door. So true. So real, so true. It's not a jail until you want to leave. Exactly. So if you just make it full of all of her favorite things, she'll never want to leave, and therefore it's not jail. But anyway... Soon, I will be able to send the inquiry to Spiral for rigging. And soon, I will be able to, start sending inquiries to all the other artists I'm planning to commission for all the other assets. I'm so excited. Because nothing is more exciting. Obviously, the negotiation process is a part that's a little bit of a pain. But once I, like, pay for the goods and services, and they just slowly start coming in, I'm going to be so excited. Because every day I'm going to get new pieces of art or, like, new assets, and I'm going to be like... it's going to make me so happy. Because I haven't spoiled myself with, like, any new stuff in, like... literally ages. Literally ever, actually. So it's going to be nice to have, like, Yuno-specific things that I got for me. And obviously for all of us to enjoy too, because it's going to be stuff that you guys get to look at and appreciate. Oh, also, this is like way in the future-ish, but for Patreon subscribers, those of you who have access to the members art folder, I'm probably going to be taking all of the green Yuno art and putting it in a folder labeled 1.0. And then like all the stuff that's going to be for 2.0 is going to have its own folder too. And then the same thing will probably happen once yellow debuts. There will be a folder dedicated to like the yellow art. I'll try to keep it organized so that you can find what you need in each designated folder. Hanaki, welcome in, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm very hype about 2.0. I can't stop talking about it, honestly, because I'm so excited, but... I'm trying to keep it at least somewhat tempered. I'm very hype. What? How dare you? It just makes sense to organize it. She's damn near bouncing in her chair. I'm really trying not to. I can't help it though. Like, you can probably hear the fact that I'm smiling so much, but I'm just really excited. Ah! I've been holding on to this for so long. This has literally been in the process for months and months and months and months and months, and I'm just like... like, I know obviously there have been like other people like working on their like 2.0s and stuff, so I'm not the only one like excited, but I feel like I don't shut up about it. I need to be better at locking in. I'm just too busy thinking forward. Like, I'm really happy. And I'm also really thankful to you guys still, obviously, because I wouldn't be able to do this without you, so... this is like a reward for all of us. I'm so excited. So many plans. Yuno love? No, Damadachi love. No locking it in. This is the time to get excited. I suppose that's true. But it just means that these next few months I'm just gonna be like, guys, 2.0. Can you believe it? Guys, 2.0. I guess I just feel bad being so excited about it when it's still in like such early preparation phase. I feel like I should only be hyping it up when it's actually close to happening. But I can't help it. But it is exciting. This is true. It is very exciting. I'm so hyped. It's gonna be so good. Mm-mm-mm. And I guess since it has been my primary focus, there isn't really much else I can, like, talk about or update you guys on. Because, like, literally everything else I'm working on is just, like, either stuff I cannot share or related to the Donathon rewards. Those are also going to start getting worked on in earnest once I'm properly back from my break. The rest will allow me to come back with more creative energy. And so I feel like I'll be able to actually do more regarding those. And I've said this before, but Miss Lynn also reached out to help with some of the Donathon rewards, so I might reach out to her to get some help with certain ones. It reminds me of my friend who made a new OC and is giddy showing off its spec when he hasn't even made it yet. It's adorable. That's literally me. I can't even show you the full art, but I'm just gushing about how pretty she is every second, and you just have to take my word for it. And, like, the 6 crumbs that I have shown. Each individual pixel, and then, like, the, like, little bits and pieces I have shown at other points in time. You just have to go based off of that. And I'm just like, she's so pretty, guys, I swear. No, trust me, she's pretty. No, trust me. But yeah, when I come back from break, I'm gonna lock in on doing some of those rewards. Because I'd like to have, like, a good amount of them done within a decent time frame. Just so I don't forget about some of them. I mean, I wouldn't forget, obviously. I have the whole list for a reason. But I want to be able to get some of them out of the way sooner, so that way I'm not putting them off for too long. Pixar, it didn't happen? Okay. You see her? Gorgeous. Beautiful. Breathtaking. Literally love her so much. This is the most I've shown, obviously, because it is a full body. However, comma, it's the key visual, so, like, the pose makes it so that you really can't see much of anything. I guess besides, like, the shoes. And little bits and pieces of, like, the headdress, maybe. But she's really gorgeous. I'm telling you. It's beautiful. It's just hair. Yeah, well, there's other stuff. It's just that the silhouette's not going to show you anything. Because it's all hair. What flavor is purple? Licorice? Grape? I guess? Well, you're just hair. I'm curious about that ankle piece and your new head adornment. Curiouser and curiouser. Ha 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 ha. Oh, you're about to hit it with the you're just hair. Acai is also purple. Okay, but acai is also, like, blueberry adjacent, so I don't think I can eat it. I think it would make me sick and I would die, so... I can't really say acai. I understand the theory, though. I don't know what flavor it would be otherwise. Clearly it's purple flavored. Yes, the ultimate flavor purple. Misheard, thought we were talking about Asahi and my mouth started drooling. Are you watching Kaya on the side? That's more likely where you'd hear talk about Asahi. Is Puno ube flavored? Well, first of all, calling her Puno is making me cry. But also, ube might actually be a good one. Or like purple sweet potato. I actually love purple sweet potatoes. So maybe she's more purple sweet potato core. Yeah, Taro. Yeah. Yeah. Agree. Shakes your hand. Plus, since she's kind of like meant to be more autumn core, technically speaking, because it's also an outfit that's going to be debuting in autumn, hopefully. I feel like the purple sweet potato or like the taro aesthetic is smart. Man, now I want to get art of her holding a purple sweet potato. Okay. I have to like keep notes of all of the things I want to get. I want to buy so much art. I want to have Skeb. I want... The impact. Her impact on me. My inspo. Winter would be a good time for that. Also true. She could still be quite winter core. I was thinking there's a chance I might have to push it to February. Like, if I don't manage to get it done for October, it would probably be a February debut for birthday. Like the heated ones, Hestia style? Yes. I love a warm purple sweet potato. 1 year when my friend came back from Japan, she brought a bunch of snacks and goodies. And one of the things she brought back were these, like, purple sweet potato mochi type things. God, were they so good. I dream about them still. They were so yummy. Peak snack. I loved them. And she was surprised I liked them because I'm quite picky. She was like, oh, you like it, huh? And I was like, I love them, but they're so yummy. And she also brought me back the what are they called? The pudding Kit Kats, the ones that you have to like microwave so that they're like warm custard Kit Kat. God, those are also really good. Yum. That was a good year for snack for me. I had to steady my hand so I wouldn't order just like I wouldn't import like a big bag of them. You're so good. Didn't know about the microwavable Kit Kats. Yeah, Japan has a lot of funky Kit Kat flavors. And then one of them is this like pudding custardy one. Really good. I like pudding flavored stuff, and my friend knew this about me, so that's why she made sure to bring the pudding Kit Kats to me. And I was just like, yes. I also was already so spoiled though, because I was like the only friend that she had that like was enough of a weeb, I guess, to be hype about like all the snacks and also like all the merchandise. So she also gave me just like the biggest like souvenir bag out of everybody else that she got gifts. But it was a nice little collection of gifts, I'm not gonna lie. I felt so loved. Peanut butter tomato Kit Kat. Shut up, dude. Shut up, dude. I don't even eat tomato soup. The whole reason I told that story was because it was something my mom did. Not me. Although I have had to make my mom tomato soup before. And I did scald it. Smiles. Girl who can't even make soup. Now I'm picturing the meetup. Friend grabs Kit Kat, slams door in face. Snackies. No, I would never do that to her. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, you did. It was so embarrassing. It's It's because I don't know how to make tomato soup. But like also specifically, she wanted me to use milk instead of water when I was mixing the canned soup and like heating it up on the stove. And I didn't know what I was doing, and I still don't. It got messed up. So I was just like, well, I did my best. It was not very good quality soup. But as Onimama would always say, it filled the hole, so she didn't complain too much. I did my best. But I guess now I don't have to worry about that anymore. I just don't really like how tomato soup tastes. It's very bleh. Hi, Yuno. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy OniMon. Welcome in. Welcome in. Not a soup guy in general. Oh, okay. I could never be a not soup guy. I love soup. I'm just not good at making soup. But boy, do I love to order me some good soup. And then I guess like when I'm making like ramen noodle soup, I'm okay. So I do like that soup. Talking about potato makes you want to make yaki imo. Ugh, that sounds so good. Yum, 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 yum. Talking about food, got to in the sauce while listening to you that I forgot I have to make dinner. Oh my god, make dinner! It's so late! You gotta make sure you eat. Well, it's late where I am. I don't know if it's the same for you. Fan of a good cream of chicken. That's such a comforting soup for me. Oh, same. I love cream of chicken. I also got like really into cream of mushroom soup for a bit, which surprised me because I didn't think I liked mushrooms that much. But I went crunk for some cream of mushroom, and I would add just a little bit of pepper. Yum, 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 yum. Maybe I'll have soup tonight. Yeah, soup. Gonna make some ramen. Yeah, ramen. Corrupting the entire chat. I'm making all of you eat soup and or ramen. Manifesting. Or I guess potato adjacent things for the people who fixated on the potato discussion. My subliminal messaging works. Okay, this is what it means to be an influencer. I will influence you to eat yummy food. Going to be an individual and eat sorbet. Sorbet does sound yummy also. Got a call right as stream started. What I miss? Food discussion and me gushing about 2.0. That's about it. Okay. Is this 2.0 silhouette? This is 2.0's key visual silhouette, yes. Not the full silhouette. It's not like the proper look of the model, but it's the key visual. So spoilers for the key visual pose, I guess. I would eat ramen, but it takes forever to prep and there's no good ramen place nearby. No! Miserable. I mean, instant ramen doesn't take that long to make. Being influenced into soup is better for my budget than the Alfredo craving. True. I finally satisfied my craving for Alfredo the other day. I had been craving it for like weeks, but I kept resisting the urge because I knew it was too expensive. But then I finally indulged and I had a little treat and I was like, yeah. Silhouette revealed Tomoe Carmine. Yeah, this is the silhouette for my key visual. Boots. Boots. I mean, they kind of look like boots, huh? Tomoe Carmine. So you're sticking with the height increasing shoes? No, that's not why. That's not why. I've explained this before, but Oiran usually wear very tall geta. So like they wear it because the it shows like status and affluence, and then also because they are difficult to walk in, they do that on purpose because it's supposed to mean that they are too rich to do anything for themselves, so they have to have a bunch of people do it for them. So like it's literally a status symbol to wear really tall geta. It's not for height boosting. Boots and hair, or it could be a really long beard. True, we just don't know. Don't tell me when I'm wrong, you must keep the people guessing. Oh, I won't tell you if you are incorrect. But I mean, you also are a cute girl, so you would have the cute girl privilege of getting to see the non-silhouetted silhouette. Kind of sounds like copium. You sound like copium! Are we tipping you right now? I knew. Okay. Let me get that real quick. Okay. Ninja cosplay, actually, those are all just bandages. Yeah, they're all bandages. Actually, I'm rebranding as a mummy. Yeah, mummy, you know. It's mummy time. Tomoe Carmine has the knowledge now. You guys should have been girls in kawaii specifically. Honestly, so true. If only you had been girls. Mummy with or without the English accent? With. Mummy. I can't do the accent, though. Green is for Oni, purple is for mummy, yellow is for, looks at smudged writing on my hand. Werewolf. Caution, that too. I'm a girl, can I get a sneak peek? Were you a girl in production kawaii? I don't think so. There's specific conditions for it being girl. You might be kawaii, but you weren't kawaii. Yeah. Sorry, girls are tier 4. You must be a tier 5 member. Yeah. You have to be tier 5 if you want to see the actual leak. Girls themselves, tier 4. Girls that were in kawaii are tier 5. Anyway, but no, I love 2.0 so much. I think you guys will enjoy it, that is all. We have the Tomoe Carmine vouch. So clearly, you guys should listen when I say that she's beautiful and perfect, and I love her. Oh, I love 2.0 also, by the way. Everything I just said was also about Tomoe Carmine. Describe it in one word for us. The one word is purple. As if you didn't know that already, though. She orple. Green was put upon you. It was. It really was thrust upon me, and I always kind of thought, like, I liked how the green looked, don't get me wrong, but when I first saw the models, I saw all three of Hana Mizuki next to each other, and I was like, why are they two of them warm colored and then me green? Why is this one green while the other two are such warm colors? I felt like I stuck out a lot. You'll still be an Oni girl, right? Yes. I will never not be Oni. Oni is too intrinsically tied to my brand. If I became something that wasn't Oni, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I'd just be like, who am I? I would have an identity crisis every stream. Especially because my intro literally says one and Oni. I'd have to change that. What would I even change it to? What would I do with myself? That's not a real person. Yeah, imagine doing that. Yeah, imagine. Rebranding as a rice ball. Time to be an onigiri. You're so right. The one and onigiri. Except I think that's also a streamer who has that brand. I don't know if she necessarily has that as her intro, but there is literally an Oni VTuber who is onigiri. Time to behave, chat. Mummy's home. I could never. Change it to used to be Oni? No, that sounds so sad. Everyone would just be like, then what are you now? And I'd be like, woman. That's it. Woman only. Just a girl. Oh, Hanaki, did you know that our souls are connected by fate? Well, what do you know? I'm Yuno Hanaki, I'm just a girl. Say office lady maid and fulfill the prophecy. That's just a janitor. That's just an office janitor character. The silver version of Yuno is just Yuno in a janitor's like one-piece suit. Whatever those things are called. Jumpsuit? Jumpsuit. Gray jumpsuit. It says Yuno on a name tag above the breast. Coveralls? Yeah, coveralls. The toggle for like a mop and a bucket. I have an idle animation that's just me mopping. Nothing to see here. Just cleaning up. You gotta go, phew. So true. Phew. Phew, working so hard, mopping up all of this mess. Really had hard times with forgetting to monetize. VTubing just don't pay like it used to. You must become the OL VTuber the people interviewed for if you tried up. Oh god. I mean, there are people who get like alternate outfits of them dressed as OLs. I'm not against it. I just don't know if that... maybe. Maybe. I'd have to think of a good color for that too, though. Like, what color suit? Third outfit could be a total 180. That's true. But I mean, that's what she's for. That's what she's for. Oops, moved to the wrong one. She's kind of the tonal shift. I'll draw purple as an OL. That's fair. We do have Art of Green as an OL. Maybe the running theme is just, every new version of Yuno gets an OL art at some point. Oh, I guess I should show Tomoe Carmine this one, too. Women get all the secrets. I'm an open book to women. Green suit, can't escape your green destiny. No! Green suit on a purple woman? I don't know about all that. Leaker. The girl is leaking information again. Rainbowny. I do kind of like Rainbowny as a name for like the collection of all the different color variants. My little Oni. My little Oni. My little Oni. True. Bring back, you know, Slack kitten. I don't have to use Slack anymore. The minute we got kicked out of the Kawaii Slack, I never opened that shit. I uninstalled that motherfucker. Bye-bye, Slack. Never liked you to begin with. Bye-bye, Slack. Never using it again if I can help it. So glad to be rid of it. Got it off my phone. Got it off my PC. I was like, goodbye. Me and all my homies hate Slack. Slack notifs give me so much, like, anxiety. I can't do it. Discord is so superior with timestamps. Correct. The fact that we can actually hammer time properly in Discord makes it so much more useful for coordination. Slack just didn't have anything like that, and I was always just having to go off of, like, the time I could see in management's profile. Slack notification noise trauma is very real, I see. Yes. Before I joined Kawaii even, I worked a remote job that used Slack, and every time they sent me messages, I was always like, ah. That was also how I got notified that I got terminated the day I came back from the Christmas holiday, so finger guns. That's why I have trauma. Those notifications have ruined me for life. Ephemera and I switched to Google Calendar as well, which just auto-converts times. We were thinking in Mialoon about using a Google Calendar, but that was before Kaya decided to be MIA for several months, and Lynn Well, Lynn streams a little bit less frequently, so honestly, the schedule would have just been full of me streaming. We're a bit smaller, so I guess it doesn't make as much sense to have a group calendar. We thought about it at first, but needs shifted. That company was a real jerk to do that. It was so crazy. I had started working like that morning, and I was like, okay, I'm working. And then they called me for a meeting, again, on Slack, so I had all the Slack notifs going, and I was like, okay, all right, that's fine. And then as soon as I joined it, they told me I was being terminated, and I was like, oh, okay. And I immediately got locked out of everything like 5 minutes after, so I was like, oh, okay. And that day was January 3rd. Literally the day that work started up again that year. So that was cool. That was a fun time. AO3 volunteers use Slack too. It's like, I get why people use Slack. It does have like some benefits, I guess. I still think that Discord is better. Been a long time. Hope you had fun during 4th of July weekend. I didn't really do anything, but it was okay. I hope you've been doing well. No Christmas bonus. Well, yeah, technically what's the term? I technically did like accrue like some PTO still, so I think when they terminated me, they did give me severance, so that was kind of nice. Yippee. But it still caused a lot of trauma related to the Slack noise. So then when I joined Kawaii and they said that they primarily use Slack, I was like, ugh. Blech, okay. First company I worked for actually went under while I was traveling for vacation. I came back to the office only to find out the company no longer existed. That's crazy. I feel like I would be looking around like, am I being punked? Who authorized this? Not me, not I. You should see what a certain megacorp with the word micro in its name uses for internal communication, a completely stripped down instant messaging program. Is it because they picked clean the bones of the carcass that was Skype? Because there was actually also a point in time, I think this is okay to say, where Kawaii was considering switching entirely to Teams as well. It luckily never went through. But I was just like, I don't know if I would survive that. Nice, it's literally the law, you have to pay out unused PTO. Yeah, but it was still nice. I didn't think I was going to get severance because they mentioned it being termination. Teams, oh boy, yeah. They were thinking about using Teams and I was like, lit. But they ended up never going through with it. TeamSpeak? No, not TeamSpeak, Microsoft Teams. TeamSpeak is a very ancient voice chat client, though. I don't know if I should date Hitomi while she's not here, but when I first met her, she had a different like online group of friends. She still does have this friend group, but they were primarily using TeamSpeak at the time. And I had to get TeamSpeak in order to like meet them because she wanted to introduce me to them. And I was so confused by how to use it. I was like, what is this? Wanted to come see you before I head to sleep, but before I do that, I want to congratulate you on the new model. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. October, hopefully. October asterisk, hopefully. That's what I'm aiming for. That's what I've been telling people. Yay, Teams. I love Teams. Teams is awesome. I love having 30 separate convo threads for work. I love my company. That happens on any messenger client eventually. Certain people get looped in for certain conversations. You have certain group chats to keep certain other people from not seeing what you're talking about. Yada yada. I converted all my homies to Discord. I was a person who was clinging to Skype for as long as I could, even as everybody else started moving to Discord. I didn't really want to move to Discord at all. I only moved when Hitami was like, look, man, it's going to be so much easier to organize our role-playing if we go over there. So I was like, okay, I guess. And then I still used both Discord and Skype interchangeably for a while, until eventually everybody had moved to Discord, and I didn't really need my Skype at that point. Only use Skype to communicate with my Russian friends? Oh. RP was the one thing needed for you to switch. Look. Me and Hitami built some pretty extensive universes, okay? And, like, Skype was kind of annoying to keep everything organized with. Discord also was not the best initially either, but admittedly a lot of the changes that Discord has made recently has made organizing stuff a lot easier. To the point where we actually have, like, several active threads again for the first time in a while. Greetings, you know, a good wow to all. Wow! Welcome, Hanaki. I have a friend that stayed on Skype until the very end, and I need to figure out how to contact them since they're not using Teams. Oh. Yeah, I guess that is kind of the sad thing, huh? If you never got certain people's, like, ID on other places, you probably lost track of them now, especially since Skype has, like, truly, like, officially died. It was like walking on broken legs for a little while there, but it's, like, formally dead now, right? Like, I think they killed it in May. So at this point, there's, like, no way to access any of that old stuff. And it is kind of a bummer. I had logged into my Skype, like, late last year, maybe, and, like, a lot of my old chats were just gone, so I couldn't even, like, use it for, like, looking back on stuff. I can text them at least, just a pain. I suppose that's true. I don't know, I've kind of gotten back into liking texting to an extent. Because the only other place that a lot of my friends use is Facebook Messenger. And you can't catch me dead using Facebook Messenger anymore, to be honest. I just die of cringe every time, so I just make them text me. What? Yeah, I'm not kidding. A lot of my friend group uses Facebook Messenger, and I'm just like, I refuse, though. I refuse. I've never liked Facebook. I only ever joined it out of peer pressure at one point in my life, and then I just was like, bleh, bleh, this sucks. And it's only gotten worse. So I was right to abort. Are your friends in their 60s? No, I really don't know why they prefer using Facebook Messenger. I have yet to figure it out. But it's like the one messenger client they use. I've tried to get them to use Discord, but they don't like it. I don't have a choice but to use Messenger, but I don't use main Facebook at all anymore. Yeah. The last time I actually used my Facebook for literally anything was to post about Onimama's passing. And then I immediately stopped using it after. I was like, I'm not looking at anything. I'm posting this information for people who need to know it, and then I'm leaving. Goodbye. Don't want to use the damn site. Yuck, 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 yuck. So now I mostly text if people want to actually keep in contact, but they refuse to use Discord. Eat my dust, Zuckerberg. Literally me. Hanging with the youngins on the Facebook. Ugh. Yeah. I don't like Facebook. But no, I had like a really big dry spell of just never using my Facebook for literally anything. Besides the occasional logging in to check messages, like I said, or... I think I used it like a little bit during college because it was necessary for some of the stuff I was doing in college. But then like, as soon as I was out, I was like, no. No, I'm done. No, I don't need that anymore. Better than me, I don't even use Facebook to contact my family. I only use it to link gotchas. I love that for you. I don't want to link my gotcha activity to my Facebook. Do you wear a necklace or bracelet? Random question. But yeah, I wear a choker. Do you see it on my neck? I have a choker. I don't wear a bracelet though. Good move to not link them. Yeah, I was like, no. You're not getting that info from me. When it comes to gotcha, I link to my Gmail if I'm going to link to anything. Where's the collar? Hello? Do you wear nail polish? Oh. Yeah, I don't, because I don't have nails. I can't believe today was the day I discovered I don't have fingernails or toenails. Dumb question, but was there a practical point in a choker, or is it 100% style? Style, I guess? More butterfly motif stuff. My initial mama just apparently really wanted me to be butterfly coated. I have so much like butterfly imagery in my fit, and then I barely used anything with butterflies because Ranchan's brand became butterflies. So I was like, well, shit. So I stuck with flowers instead. Sorry, I made an observation. No, it's very funny. Is there an actual practical use for a choker? I don't know. Good question. Why don't you try playing some games or even drawing? I do. Well, I play games. I don't draw. But I'm a gamer. I play games occasionally. It's just that this stream is a chatting stream. If you are bored, you don't have to stick around. I just like to yap. You used to wear one? Oh, a choker? That's why she orphaned Yuno butterflies. What? But I literally put butterflies in all of my branding still. Like, it's on my chat. It's in my background, man. Crazy. If you put a ring on a choker. Uh-huh. You want to finish the sentence? Mostly know as of current, other than being an ornament, but in ancient times it was to protect the neck during combat in some areas of the world. I see. Somewhat unrelated, but why do sus websites have options to share to places like Facebook? Like, who's going, you know, who needs to see this dojin? My friends and family. I mean, there are, like, some places that use Facebook as their, like, primary social media site. So I guess that's why there is an option to share there. I know, obviously, we would not think to do such things, but there are plenty of places that rely on Facebook for all of their social media posting. And so they use it like they would, like, a Twitter for, like, reposting things. Which is crazy to think about, but it is a thing. It becomes a decorated choker. But no, at least in my case, this is clearly not a choker that you could use for anything else besides a fashion accessory. Considering I feel like it's made out of fabric, I feel like you really couldn't use it for much else. And then the butterfly, you can't really attach anything to it because of how it's positioned. Crazy to think about sharing that on Twitter. You could just do it in the Not Safe for Work channel in the Discord. Yeah. I mean, there are still plenty of people that don't really use Discord, though. I feel like Discord's become one of the primary ways people communicate online, but there are some people who are just bold and brazen about where they want to share their dojin. And I love that for them. Live your best life. Live your truth. I, however, could never do that. My Facebook does have a lot of really cringe stuff on it, though. I really should just delete the damn thing, but it's only slightly useful for if I need to, like, get back in contact with certain people. So I grudgingly keep it, but it's also hella locked down. Literally nobody is accessing that thing. Ancient chokers are made of more than cloth, so are made from animal bones, animal hides, and other jewelry, stone-type materials. Well, yeah, of course. I'm just saying that I think mine was made from cloth. Discords are replacing forums. I kind of wish they wouldn't. I feel like Discord is best used as a messaging client. I don't like that a lot of, like, online communities have started basing themselves there, because it means that a lot of things are going to just be gone in the event that Discord inevitably goes the way of Skype. So I feel like we're going to lose a lot of, like, important fandom history and a lot of, like, important, like, information in general to Discord. And, like, Discord, like, wiping servers or whatever. It feels way more nebulous in, like, a bad way. But this is coming from somebody who cares a lot about, like, internet preservation and, like, internet archival of information. Because, like, people don't fucking read anymore, so we need to have as much information on the internet as we can. It's real bad, such an annoying, so annoying to find in a horrible place to archive info. Yeah, it's really, really hard to, like, find information. Even if you manage to find the designated server for it, it's just so hard to navigate a Discord server to find that specific information. They're trying to make it a little bit better, but it's also just still so hard to search. Even in the server that I have with Hitomi, it's sometimes so hard for me to find the specific things that I'm looking for, even if I use specific keywords, and it pisses me off every time. Discord not being cached by the Wayback Machine is really bad for archiving. The fact that it's not being saved at all, I think, is the problem. I feel like we need to go back to having, like, not necessarily old school forums, but there needs to be, like, places where people can, like, preserve the archive of, like, whatever information is being posted on the Discord. That's also why I always kind of side-eye, like, games or, like, media series that have Discords. Because then they lock a lot of official information to just random posting in their main chats. And it's not organized. So, like, you could get key information about, like, a media that you're consuming or, like, a game that you're playing that the devs or whatever posted there, but then you can't fucking find it if you try to join the Discord to look for it. So you don't actually know if it's real or if it's a doctored screenshot, and that shit pisses me off. Like, someone's just like, look what the developer posted in their Discord, and it's some fuck shit, and you're just looking at it like, how do I believe you? And how do I find this exact information? It's such a pain. Search function is pretty good on Discord IMO. It hasn't been in my experience, but I suppose I can understand if it has gotten a little bit better for, like, other people's needs. It just hasn't for mine. Becomes standard in a lot of fighting games. It sucks to find info because you gotta join a Discord for each character you're interested in or learning about and hope it's well organized and updated. What? Oh, that's so yucky. That sounds like a pain, dude. But it's been happening even in like content creator spaces. If I want to become like a official streamer for like a game or something, I usually have to join a Discord, like an official Discord, and then I have to like prove myself and like get validated with a role, and I'm just like, I don't want to do that. I don't necessarily care about your Discord. I don't care enough to do that. Hanaki, welcome in. I hope you've been doing okay. Yeah, I guess June was kind of a busy month for a lot of people. I feel like a lot of the regulars were not able to make it to much of the Yuno-thon. But that is okay. I am just glad to be able to see you again. In any form. Welcome, welcome. Imagine Idea Label Discord. I wouldn't be surprised if they had one, actually. There are forums and wikis, but sometimes the Discords are where that community tends towards, so it's kind of a toss-up. Yeah. I recently left so much servers because my list is getting bloated. I honestly need to start doing that too. I've stayed in a lot of servers on my Yuno Discord because I keep them for like networking purposes, and I try to sort my Discords like a little bit more evenly also. So I have them like organized in specific ways to make it easier, but there's like I have a special event collaboration folder that is full of way too many dead servers that I really should just like leave. Check your business email. Okay. Checking it right now. It's loading in. Only join for the emotes and mute the servers themselves, man. It sucks joining servers just to mute them. Seconding the fighting game thing, such a pain needing to dive into a Discord to get matchup info that would have been on a wiki. People have been like changing wiki though, like on the discussion of like fandom ruining a lot of like Wikia stuff. People have been like switching over to like different providers for wikis. I know the IMAS wiki had to do that recently. They're like running their own thing now independently. I remember trying to join a Discord for a ROM hack of a game and they force you to introduce yourself to get the ROM hack. Blech. I don't want to be social. I don't want to be social. I just want to get this silly little app. Aw. Thank you, Pura. Pura has drawn fan art of Magirak. Let me get him on the screen. I have to save it first, but let me get him on the screen. You got art of a funny guy. I'm not here to make friends, literally me. I'm not joining this Discord to make friends. I just want information. Or sources. That's it. Oh, he's big. Hold on. Preacher. Somehow the fact that he's looking at the camera instead of off to the side makes him look even funnier. Look at this goof. He's like, did you see that shit? He kind of looks a bit tastier now. No, don't eat him. Do you know that meme of the monkey that's like... No, wait, not the monkey. Do you know that meme of, like, the kid who's, like, looking off to the side and then he looks at the camera, like, awkwardly while holding a soda? This is kind of the vibe that that's giving. He's such a good... He has a hubby face. Yeah, he really does look like that. He's like, huh? That guy's in the NFL now? What? Really? That's crazy. Memes really get you places. Yes, I'm implying that it was because of the meme. Ew, the automatic replies in Gmail to this email that I got from Pira are so bad. Haha, thanks. You are so sweet. Thank you. Or just simply, haha. Crazy. I hate automatic replies. I hate how the AI is just crazy about just sending the wildest replies ever. I hate it. Ugh, yuck. I think I would die if you sent that back. Well, I don't usually reply to people who send me HD files of art, so I'm not going to start now. But I'm just telling you that that was the suggestion. Now responding to my boss with haha. No, you have to write it specifically like this. I need all of you to send this in your emails from now on. Haha. Just that, nothing else. Because that was the only suggestion Gmail gave me. Gmail said, reply with this. And I was like, I don't think I will. Haha, on this. Stupid. I've never even said haha in any of my business emails. Why did it think to give me this as a suggestion? That's so weird. Imagine saying haha to a sponsorship. That's why I'm so confused that it suggested this to me. I've never said haha in any of my business correspondences. Isn't it supposed to make suggestions based on how I usually write? That's so weird. My dog died. Haha. Streamer. Haha. Good one, Yuno. Oh no, I don't like it. I don't like the idea of corporate laughing at my jokes. Oh god. No, no, no. I don't like that. I don't like that. Yada, 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 yada. Haha, no. I thought those were pre-programmed, not AI. I mean, they probably used to be pre-programmed. But considering Google keeps advertising Gemini everywhere I frickin' look nowadays, I wouldn't be surprised if they're switching to the AI. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm so tired of AI. I'm so tired of it. No more generative AI. I will enact violence in Minecraft. Not the @Grok. Sounds like you're gonna be in VSMP too. No, I'm not. I'm not planning to join it. I just have to say in Minecraft so that YouTube doesn't think I'm actually going to be violent. Oh, hi, Kaya. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. I hope you guys had a good stream. I hope you enjoyed your Umas. Haunts Raid? Haunts Raid. Did you guys raise some good haunts? Hope you had a good time. This is a really good bit. It's doing numbers. Please consider doing 2 streams a day focusing on email autocomplete memes. That could be so funny, though. So far, no glue is needed. Hell yeah. Finally pulled an SSR. Hell yeah! Let's go! Good job. Otsu, Otsu. Wow, Umon gets a lot of viewers. Don't haha them! They don't understand the bit! Anyway. Hi, Kaya. I hope you had a good stream. Thank you for the raid. Get some good rest. Lots of closet screaming. You know what? Fair. Bio is steamrolling before she hit the wall of no stamina. Ugh, isn't that just the worst? The fact that stamina can prevent you from making progress in a video game. Ugh, I hate it. Them not knowing the bit doesn't make it less funny. You can't decide this, man. Hi, you know, it's been a while. It has. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you've been doing well. Hans is a funny way to say horse, haha. Ay, ay, ay. Stamina, it should only stop you IRL. No, stamina is in, like, in-game stamina energy type stuff. It was more her horse went into a long race and ran out of gas kind of stamina. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Okay, okay. I understand now. I haven't really picked up Uma Musume, so I wouldn't know. Summer's going well, been on hiatus and got my new apartment. Oh, well, congratulations on getting a new place. Heck yeah. Love to hear it. I can't believe Kaya is back. I'm very happy she's back. I missed her. Although she'll probably be like, ew. So not the buy more in-game currency if you want to keep playing kind of stamina. Yeah, that makes sense. What did I say? Nice for 2 seconds and she's still like, ew. They give you 500,000 stamina refill thingies at launch, so running out isn't a worry for a while. Oh, I see. Naruhodo. It's like nothing has changed. Well, nothing really has. My friendship with Kaya is still the same, quote-unquote friendship. It's still the same. It's just that you haven't seen it publicly as much, because she's usually too busy being an adult with a big girl job. Still maintaining your public image. Can't falter for consistency. Yeah, I was going to tell them. So Kaya just posted in the Mialoon server a screenshot of her stream stats. Because she's treating me like her manager now. So she was like, Mane-san, look at my stats. Can't forget the stats, force of habit. Yeah, see, she hasn't gotten out of the muscle memory like I have, so I teased her for it the other day because she screenshotted after her Minecraft collab, and she was like, I took a fucking screenshot of my stats, and I was like, Lamau. And then she posted the screenshot to me, and she was like, you're my Mane-san now, here's my stats. These poor girls are conditioned. Only Kaya still is. I got out of the habit like a month in to being indie because I was streaming after. I think it's because she took a break that she forgot that she doesn't have to do it anymore. When she froze herself, she was still in December 2024. Yeah, exactly. Well, Mane-san, how did she do? Honestly, she did pretty good. I believe the Uma Musume stream did better. Oh, no, it's about the same. Between this and VSMP, her stats are about the same-ish. I think if she keeps up a solid pace, she could probably still maintain the CCV. A consistency. But I mean, it's only 2 streams so far. What do you call it again? I have that sometimes at work with the wristband drawer. Muscle memory? Why is she analyzing my stats? You pinged me! You said, Mane-san, here are my stats! So I am telling you, Mane-san Mane-san opinions. Horse girls always push the cute girls. That's what I said. I was like, Uma Musume would probably be pretty good for your numbers. I also said like Sugoi. No more. Hi, Tomoe. I didn't realize you were still lurking. If you ever feel the urge to muscle memory screenshot your stats, you can send them to me and I will analyze them for you. YouTube hates it when content creators take breaks, so any CCV is good numbers. I mean, honestly, the fact that both of our streams back managed to hit the triple digits is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know anything about, like, the raid differences, if there were any raids, but yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty consistent. Uka buka, viva la Japon. Yeah. Viva la Japone. It's me now. I will carry in the footsteps. I'll carry the legacy. Not the haha with a period. At least in the email, it was haha exclamation point. Ay. No, not a question mark. Time to post Trigun Yaoi on main. Oh, you're so right. If I'm going to be management, I need to do that. I need to start posting Yaoi on main. Pros of being a cute girl. You get 2.0 leaks. Cons, stat screenshot instinct forever. Only for, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's only Kaya. I think the rest of us have gotten out of it. Like, you need to be prompted. I mean, I've gone how long without posting BL on the main account? I've never posted BL on my main. Honestly, I've never even posted BL on my sub account. I have a great deal of patience. So I would say I've been pretty good so far. Are you the mythical Kawaii-chan? No. No, I am not. Just wait till she busts a fellow. I will probably be screaming and crying. This is true. But again, that'll be on the sub account. I won't do it on main. We don't even know if Yuno even reads BL. I mean, do I go out of my way to read BL manga? Not recently. I've actually been reading more boy-girl manga recently when it comes to reading manga. Fanfiction, though? Oh yeah, BL every day. The 100k silver button special stream is just going to be yaoi until it gets banned. Can I please? Can we please aim for 100k so I can do that, please? If I get my silver button, they literally have no reason to care anymore. Please? Please, can I do that? Can I please? Don't tempt me with a good time. You know, when the fellows busta too, literally me. Hetero romance, who is this woman? I can't help it. A lot of the premises I've been finding online have been mostly for, like, straight romances. It's not like I don't want to read yaoi, I just haven't found any good yaoi to read recently. Need more spice, need more options. The only time I've really gotten to reading any BL is with fanfics. Can I get you into Street Fighter with Luke and Jamie BL? It's hard to find, to be honest, but it's worth. Yeah, I know it's worth. It's just really hard to sort through the dredges. I'm doing my best. Well, it makes sense to make a yaoi triangle based on the play button shape. So it's all about my OT3s. That means we have to find specifically three-person stories. I mean, what? The Summer Hikaru Died adaptation is during the season if you want to suffer and cry. I've heard that it's like a lot of suffering, yeah. I don't know if it's my kind of scene, though, because I know it's also primarily a horror story. It's not fully marketed as BL. The two main characters do love each other, question mark. But it's not properly marketed as a BL more than it is a horror story. Kind of like how Banana Fish isn't technically a BL, it just has two guys who love each other. Luke and Jamie just before making out, you know, hop on Street Fighter 6. I don't know what I would do if there were characters in a video game that were like, we will only commit yaois if you start the game. I think I'd just have no choice. I also haven't read it myself, so it's question mark still. We'll see. Yeah. It just, as far as I know, it mostly markets itself as a horror more so than a BL. Yaoi without the adult content. I hate that preconception. Yaoi doesn't inherently mean that there's going to be sex. Kyle raid. Yeah. Kyle raided. How do I start this? First tech is throw. Man. I don't know what you guys are even saying. I don't understand fighting game jargon. What are you even talking about? You can't just say words at me. I don't know what they mean. I never knew Luke and Jamie BL existed till I met female Jamie players and wondered why he was so popular with women. Yeah. Characters that are popular with women are usually going to be involved in a popular BL pair. What are you saying? What are these words? I don't understand what's going on. I don't get it. Anyway. Chanting their spells. I can't believe you don't know the fighting game language. I don't get it. Right up, right up A. What? What does that even mean? Let's put her in the Aegis reflector setup. What is this? You can't just speak these words to me. You guys sound like witches. Anyway, I'm going to be right back. I need to refill my water. It's getting really low. And I want to keep yapping, so I need the water so I can stay hydrated. Is there a Smash Brothers yaoi? There's like a really long Super Smash Brothers fanfiction that exists. It's probably got yaoi in it. I don't know though. I've never read it. Anyway, be right back. Did you actually look up the fanfic? Because yes, it is like one of the longest fanfictions, if not the longest. Yeah. 4 million words, indeed. I know what I'm reading tonight. Good luck. I hope you can find the yaoi among the rest of the mess. I didn't realize the Loud House fanfic managed to beat it, though. I always thought that the Smash Brothers one was always gonna stay on top. Did Martha and Ike smash in it? I don't know, but I hope so. God, I hope so. I mean, I'm still an Ike and Soren shipper, but Ike and Martha isn't bad. Anyway, hello. Smash One stopped updating for a long while, but it's back in the race. Ooh, interesting. More of a Marth Roy type of guy? Ah, I see. You like your pretty boys and your puppy boyfriends. Couldn't be me. I like pretty boys and like buff serious guys. But yes, thank you for the welcome back. I got water. I'm hydrated. Yippee. Luke and Jamie BL is perfect for you. I appreciate it, but I am probably not going to pick up Street Fighter. I am just not a fighting game enjoyer. I have played a Smash Brothers. The only other fighting game I've like properly played was P4 Arena. And then P4 Arena Ultimax. That's all I've done. That's why I picked Dive Kick for you. Thanks, man. Wait until you see what kind of fights they actually have. Man standing. They fight in the street, I guess? Probably? Mario Kart enjoyer, that's fair. I've never really... The only Mario Kart I've played is Double Dash. I never got around to playing Mario Kart 8 or Deluxe. And now Mario Kart World is out and people are meh on it, so I'm just like, well... It's the streets fighting each other? Yeah, that's fair. They are the manifestation, they are street gajinkas. And they are different individual streets that are, fighting each other. And, they are trying to expand their territory so they can become like one really, really long street. True. That's the lore. I'm very knowledgeable. The highest of ways. So true. So real, so true. New Sonic Racing blows Mario Kart out of the water because Hatsune Miku is in it. You are right, and I'm so excited to play the new Sonic Racing. So excited for Miku and Sonic Racing. You are me! When I was watching the Summer Games Fest, I literally got so excited when Miku showed up as a DLC. That was like the one thing that got me to scream during that whole presentation. And then Joker showed up and I also went crazy. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I love Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku in Sonic Racing, you are everything to me. I'm a huge Sonic and Persona fan too, so it's like so peak. I'm shaking your hand. I'm shaking your hand. You're in good company with me. I also like those things very much, Lee. Hype. Miku was the one good thing on the Summer Games stream. So true. So excited for Sonic Racing Cross World. Yeah, and it also allows for, what's it called? Cross-platform matchmaking. So even if you're playing on PS5, we could still end up racing against each other, even if I'm playing on Steam. You can bet your ass I'm getting that game. I want to race all of you in Sonic Racing. I'm sorry it's so expensive, but I'm putting my money on that rather than Mario Kart World. We are racing Sonic style. Kirby Air Riders and Sonic Racing. Ugh, I know, I'm so excited for Air Riders. I wonder when it's gonna come out. You know, hitting the leaderboards. I deadass will become a Sonic Racing streamer. If it seems even remotely possible for me to, like, consistently do it, I will do it. Probably still gonna get Mario Kart World when I eventually buy a Switch 2, but I don't really care that much for Mario Kart. I understand you. I don't really... The main reason I didn't go crazy for a Switch 2 also was because the only launch title seemed to be Mario Kart World. All the stuff they had announced, like, that was going to be on it was mostly stuff that would also still be coming out for the Switch. I'm gonna kind of, like, hold out for a bit. I do want the GameCube emulator, though. That's available for Nintendo Switch Online, but only if you have a Switch 2. But that's because they said that Pokemon Colosseum and XD are gonna be on it, and I love those games. I'd love to play through those games with you guys. I love those games so much. I want to play through them with you guys. Kicks the ground. That's temptation enough. I know, right? I love GameCube era. They really had me fucked up when they announced that it was going to only be for the Switch 2. I was like, God damn it, they know how to get me. But yeah, I'm holding out. I think I'll wait until Kirby Air Riders is confirmed, and I'm also hoping that they're going to have a Kirby Switch. Because they never had, like, a Kirby-themed Switch for Switch 1, so I'm wondering if they will make one for Air Riders. I would love an Air Riders themed Switch too. Really need to play Colosseum again now that I better understand doubles. I would buy that instantly. Yeah, I would too, especially if it was pink. When that cute pastel pink and or new Animal Crossing Switch 2 releases will be ready. Oh god, an Animal Crossing Switch 2? I mean, they had to have seen how popular that blue and green colorway was with the Animal Crossing Switch. I would be surprised if they didn't release a new Animal Crossing game for the Switch 2, and I would also be surprised if they didn't decide to release another exclusive version. I hope they go for a more unique colorway, though. Waiting for Fire Emblem on Switch 2 or Zelda. That's fair. Yeah, for now, the only things that's related to those is, like, upgraded versions with, like, for the Switch 2 engine. Sorry, I have hiccups. A pink Switch with red Joy-Con and his face on the back would go so hard. That'd be so cute! I liked the Animal Crossing Switch. I liked the colorway too, but I wasn't so obsessed with Animal Crossing that I was willing to get a whole Switch dedicated to it. But I had been tempted, because back then that was the only way to get pastel Joy-Cons. And I hated how, like, bold all of the Joy-Con default colors were. The only thing that had tempted me was those Joy-Cons. And then you couldn't even get the Joy-Cons independently, so I was like, fuck. But that's why when they released the pink Joy-Cons, I went crazy. The OG Yuno Hanaki fans know that I literally went so crunk the minute they announced they were going to be pink Joy-Cons. I don't entirely care about Switch color because it's going to spend 100% of its time in the dock. I guess that's fair. I do play my Switch in my bed a lot, so I kind of care about the color. But also, I'm a pastel girly, and I need everything to kind of fit the vibe for like, my aesthetic. Like, pretty much everything on my desk right now is pink. I have a blue, white, and pink keyboard. I have a pink mouse. I have a pink phone stand, a pink case on my phone. The background for VTube Studio is pink. I have the pink Joy-Cons on my Switch. My Switch is still like the default black, though, because I have one of the older Switches. And then my pink Stanley, of course. I never took you for a pink girly. I hide it well. It's mostly in my, like, IRL aesthetic. I wasn't really planning to, like, make anything super pink on Yuno. At least not yet. But I do like pink a lot. Go white girl go. Shut the fuck up. Nobody asked. I joined Hydro Homie faction before the rise of Stanleys. I just, look. The only reason I have the pink Stanley is because it's my favorite shade of pink. And because I needed a bigger water cup. Because the water cup I had been using before was just not doing it for me anymore. It's not because I am a white girl that likes Stanleys. I really don't care. There are shades. Yes! Men don't care about shades of pink like I do. God, I love pink. Why do you think I was so picky about the pink that the Joy-Cons were? I needed them to be this pastel pink because otherwise it would be this like ugly salmon pink. Wasn't it you that brought up the box of shades? Yes, and I showed you all of the shades and you guys were like, what the fuck? Because you didn't believe me. But yes, there are shades of pink. I hate this place. Thank you for paying the pink tax so I don't have to. Anytime. I will enjoy the pink stuff for you. I have taste and culture. Fish Tamagotchi in shambles, just like salmon. There should be no fish Tamagotchi. I've made it very clear I don't like seafood. What about A&B food? Shut the fuck up. But I don't like seafood. There are like 3 shades. I'm going to fight you. We're going to have to brawl. Blood orange ass conversation. Lynn in shambles for her salmon colored hair. My wife is blue coated. Okay? Her image color is like teal. My wife is a blue woman. Just because she has that color in her hair doesn't mean anything. And she's also a cat, so... different. Don't make this about my wife. Okay, look, you guys keep bringing it up, so I'm gonna be forced to show you the sheet again. You asked for the cube, so I'm gonna show you the cube. The cube. Gonna have to woman-splain colors to you. Once again. Yuno-splain, whatever. Same diff. Pretty sure she's white and gold, not black and blue. Stop. Anyway. Why is it so small? Alright, let me fix this. Okay, look. Alright, look. These are all the different shades of pink. I mean, there's even more shades than just this, but this is like a basic look of like different kinds of pink, okay? So I like the pinks that are super, super pale. So I like blush. I like rose. I like lemonade. I like flamingo. The rest of them are not the right pink. So you hate... The rest of them are just not the right pink. I don't hate you, Tomoe Carmine. You're pink woman and I love you. This is just a single color brick wall. Shut up! You don't mean that! You don't mean that. You're just saying that to piss me off. These are different colors. I feel you though. Girls want things in soft pink, not hot pink. No, see, I also don't like the frickin'... What fucking shade is it? Watermelon? Watermelon pink is not great. Like, it's okay, but it's not great. And watermelon was like one of the initial colors for like a pink Joy-Con that I hated. And I was like, ew, gross. Meanwhile, the actual color that the Joy-Cons ended up turning out is more like flamingo, which is good. Watermelon is a fruit. Yes. Good job, Damadachi. Watermelon is a fruit. Yes. Good job. I'm so proud of you. Goes in the square hole. No. No, watermelon does not go in the square hole. Damadachi, no. This is a hint for a new Damadachi. Do you want there to be a pink one? I guess the pink one would just represent all the girls. I was supposed to flip out on them misspelling rogue, but then realize it's actually rouge. Yeah, it's rouge. Blush, crepe, and flamingo. Blush, crepe, flamingo. Yeah. I get you. I feel like blush is kind of peak for me. I like regular pink as well. Lemonade is good. But it might be a little bit too saturated for me. Genuine question, how is strawberry here that is just a red? Strawberry stuff can also be pink. I do think this particular shade is way too red to be a pink, but there are shades of strawberry that are sometimes shown as pink. Not in that example, though. If you really want me to piss you guys off, I could get an entirely different square that has a completely different definition of pink. And then you guys will be like, what the fuck? Because that's the thing about being a girl. People will slap a new name onto any fucking hex code and it'll be a new shade of pink and you just kind of have to deal with it. No, thank you. I'm already at my wit's end. It gets so awful. That's sorcery. Yeah, that's the curse of the pink tax also, though. It's just the world's desire to, like, come up with more kinds of pink so that they can justify why they market things with the pink tax. Red onion pink. Beet pink, but beet as in B-E-E-T. Thing dollar, thing but pink $2. Literally. And I fall for it every time. I want to discover a new shade and call it pink just to be insufferable. Ah. Trying to give someone directions to an apricot colored house. Teal is green because teal VTubers are green women, end of argument. You know what? That's fair. I do tend to think teal is more green than blue, personally. Calling it rose gold is so weird to me. I get it, but it's because usually, like, a rose gold thing has that, like, gold sheen. There's no other way I can think of to describe it. But there's, like, a certain metallic nature to the shade of pink that makes it feel more like gold. And rose gold is, like, an actual material, not just a color. +25 shades of pink. Yeah, that's even more different shades. How many is in this list? 74? Damn straight. 24,000+ pink. Yup. Yup. 14 colors. I'd call it ring finger as a nod to pinky as a pun. That's kind of clever. I can vibe with that. Rose gold peach truly worthy of a character slot. Anyway. But no, there's specific shades of pink that are good and specific shades of pink that are bad. And like the initial pink Joy-Cons were more of like a salmon color, and I don't really like the salmon shade of pink because it's too red. I'm a girly girl. I really like the very like pastel, very like pale pinks when I go for pink stuff. Because other shades of pink are just too dark. Too red. And also your pinks can clash if you're not careful with picking your shade. So even if you think something is all just pink, which it technically can be, you still have to try and make your pinks coordinate, because if it sticks out too much, people will call you out for having mismatched pink. So that's why I have to be picky with the pink shades. Do you hate the other kinds of pinks, or do you just not like them? I just don't like them. I might say I hate them as a playful exaggeration, but I just don't like go for them as part of my preferred colors. I've always been a pastel girly though, so I really like pale shades of things. There's a reason why my my image color has always been a very pale purple. I really like pastel shades. My purple is like so pale that it's sometimes really hard to see on like white documents though. But it's like the exact opposite of my green on the color wheel, so color theory, baby. I guess it's not gonna matter anymore because I'm going super purple with the new design, but it's fine. Me when my hot pink pants clash with my soft blush shirt. No, but literally, it does clash. But I think your first mistake was getting hot pink pants. If you're gonna go for bright pants, you need to have like a dark or neutral shirt. You can't have a different color on the top. Because at that point, the pants are the fashion statement. It must be the shirt's problem. Don't blame the shirt for your choices. Don't worry, Bruno, I'll always love you. I like her too. We've been through a lot together. But no, I just mean that, like, literally, if you look at my image color and then you, like, look at green Yuno, the pastel purple that I chose is, like, on the exact opposite side of the hex color wheel. She's a good parallel. Hot pink shirt, pants, shoes, hat, and most importantly, Stanley mug. Ew, no, the hot pink Stanley mug is disgusting. The Stanley mug, the Stanley cup that I have is like Sakura pink. Its accent color is like this really ugly magenta purple that I really don't like. I kind of wish it was white or it had like just a different, like lighter shade of pink as the accent color, but it's fine. Since it's mostly pastel pink, I will let it slide. And the important thing is that it holds all of my water. Did you put stickers on it? No. I don't really like putting stickers on cups, because I feel like when I go to wash the cup, the sticker would just get ruined. And you're supposed to wash your water cups every now and again, so I don't do that. Water-resistant ones exist? Oh yeah, I know they do. I don't have any, though. I don't have any, and I don't really see a point in buying them. I like the color of the cup too much. I don't really see a point in decorating it and thus covering up the color. If I got it for the color, why would I cover it up? You're right, the hot pink Stanley is ugly. Ugly? I've been saying! I'm not crazy! The only reason the Stanley propaganda got me is because I was looking for like other pastel pink like home goods, and it showed up in the relateds, and I was like, oh, that's a really pretty pink. Oh god. And then Hitomi ended up buying it for me as a gift right before I had my wisdom tooth surgery. So it can stand out from the rest of the Sakura pink cups. Bold of you to assume that it even stands in my cupboard. Since it's my primary water cup, it's usually on my desk. Hitomi love, yeah. She got it for me as a gift. Is there a blood pink shade? Probably. It's probably a really dark shade, though. Blood pink. The first result. Why is blood pink in Danganronpa? Stop. How is Mother doing? Mother is doing well. She has been slowly recovering from her illness. She still has a pretty bad cough. I was chatting with her earlier before stream and she was still coughing pretty bad. But, like, otherwise, she's been getting better. She's less sniffly. But she was like, oh yeah, I only cough when I lay down. But then the minute we were, like, hanging out in voice chat, I just heard her going, and I was like, only cough when you lay down, huh? And she was like, yeah, that was a wheeze. And I was like, Hitomi. Girl. Shaking my damn head. She was laying down during the call. No, she wasn't. She just said it was wheezing. As if I was going to believe her. But yeah, no, she's doing better now. She's like mostly recovered. So yippee! Which it really is good. I was kind of worried. I don't like it when she gets sick. I become worrywart. Need to be the type to hide her fatal wound on your adventure. Only like I guess like that kind of wound, perhaps. Hitumi recovers like a guy, I'm totally fine, limps off. No, she can be a big baby. When she was like properly sick, she was a pretty big baby and was also quite clingy. She wanted to like hang out in VC a lot, and I was like, you are sick, you need to lay down. And she was like, no, I want to hang out with my friend. And I was just like, lay down. Go to bed. But she gets, like, clingy when she's sick. But I can't say I blame her. Because, like, when you have a cold and, like, you're supposed to get rest in bed, but, like, the minute you're in bed, it's just so uncomfortable and you just keep, like, coughing and sneezing and feeling yucky. I can't blame her for finding that miserable. At least sitting at the desk makes it a little bit easier to breathe. But she is good. Yes, yes, yes. Pretty much all better. And I need her to get better anyway, since Busted Pillows comes out this week. And she took a few days off of work to play it with me, so I don't want her to be sick and miserable when Bustafellows is out. Because what am I supposed to do? Wait to play? You're crazy. I have to hold her hostage and make her play with me. So I'm glad she got better before the Bustafellows release. Peak busting fellows condition? Yes. Yes. Just like how I need to be in peak condition. I just have a little bit of work left. I did get a bit of feedback on the thing, but it's really minor, so I think I can fix it super fast. I just gotta look over it again. And then finish another part, and then I'm good. It should be fast and I will be happy. And it'll be done. And we will get to have our log stream tomorrow. Starting at 10 a.m. I will be in your walls, yelling at you for a few hours. I still don't know what we're actually gonna do. Probably some chatting, might do a little bit of like casual gaming of some sort. Don't know what to do yet. That's why the thumbnail is just, I don't know, text here. Because I haven't picked what I want to do. I've been like reaching this kind of state where I feel like I don't want to limit myself to like a scheduled thing as much. Well, maybe that's because of the Yuno-thon being very I do whatever vibes. But I've kind of reached this point where I kind of like just doing whatever I want to do. It was hard to think of like a specific thing to like, I'm going to stream this on this day. Because in the end, what if I don't know? Or like, what if I want to do something else? So instead of like properly scheduling it, I was just like, there will be a stream. What will be happening during it? Something. Which is like really bad for organizing content, but also, at least in this particular instance, it will work for our purposes of me just spending a lot of time with you guys. This is genius because then you can turn every stream into a Zatsu. Yeah! You're so right. It'd be like a fuck it, we ball though. Yeah. That is the energy. That's where the energy has been lately. And I hope that's okay. Maybe when I come back from break, I'll be more willing to go back to like consistency and like consistent series and stuff. But at least right now, all I know is I want to stream. All I know is I want to spend time with Tamadachi. It doesn't really matter what we do as long as we're doing it together or something. Gross. Gross, disgusting. But I do mean it. I haven't known what to do, so I'm just like, well, I still want to stream, so we stream. Okay, Tsuno. No, that's just me being your tomboy friend and being like, ugh, yuck, emotions? That's cringe, bro. But yeah, whatever, I do mean it. It'll be fun. I'm sure we can figure out something to do. Even if it's just a lot of yapping, even if it's casual gaming of some sort. Random game. Yeah. That's the goal. And then again, like I said earlier, Wednesday is going to be a special video upload, so I hope you will watch it whenever it goes live. I mean, I'll probably tweet when it's ready to go live, or like close to when it's gonna go live, so you better watch it, please. You better watch it, please. I really worked my fucking ass off. Yeah. Better tweet. I will. I will be tweeting, don't worry. You better watch with us. Do you want me to make it a premiere? I was planning to just upload it. Upload it freeball style, but making it a premiere might be difficult. Watch or she'll cry? Yes. Watch or I will end up like this. Is this the right toggle? No. I will end up like this. Watch it or I'll cry. Why aren't you watching my new video, huh? Do you hate me? Do you hate me? Do you want me to die, huh? Do you want me to die? You want to kill me? Watch it. Watch my video. So you better freaking watch it. Does looping it on autoplay make any difference, or do we need to refresh the video? Honestly, I don't know. My long... that would have been a spoiler. My edited videos, or like, I guess my horizontal videos is the best way to word it. Oh, I broke my model, I think, by doing that zoom in. My connection's dying. Anyway, what I wanted to say is... my horizontal videos don't do very well. They don't usually get above like 200 views. So, it doesn't really matter. I think views start getting like chopped or messed up like once you get like higher view counts than what I get. Honestly, I think because my viewership is pretty low with my long form content, it probably isn't gonna... it doesn't matter. Broke yourself? Yeah, I really don't know why it decided to break because I zoomed in. Apparently, my VTS doesn't even like it when I cry. Why is it so laggy? Hold on. Let me try restarting the app. Needs to be on a playlist with other things, and it works better if you're watching at 50% volume or more. Yeah, that's true. If you lower the volume, I know that impacts whether it counts as a view. So try not to watch me in the background. You should try to at least have the tab, like, up. Are you good, Queen? I think so? No. No, I'm not good. What the fuck? What happened? Why'd I break? Eh? No, I still have a connection. Why am I broken? I ask myself every day. Hello? 1.0 is breaking down and needs to go to the shop. Okay, but 2.0 isn't ready yet, so what am I supposed to do? Hold on, let me see if switching to another model does anything. I doubt it. Girl, are you good? Are you not broken anymore? No, she's demented looking. Help. Have a 1.5? Help, I don't have anything for 1.5. Oh, yeah, okay. PhD is just frozen. There is not a thought behind those eyes. Ay, ay, ay. Whoa, look at that delay. What the frick? All right, hold on. Let me restart on PC. I'm gonna disappear for a sec. Whoa. What the hell? Windows noise. Tracking program issues? Yeah, I guess so. Hold on. It's gotta be an issue with the program because my internet is fine. I'm not like dropping connection there. Hello? Are we good? No. No, we're not. What's happening? I might have to switch to PNG. Yeah, this is busted. All right, well. Mamma mia, I guess. Holy moly. Huntable. No, it's not an issue of the models. There's something wrong with the program. It's not working. Crazy delay. What if I just talk as the 2.0 key visual? What if I just stream like this now? The program said it's time for bed. I don't want to go to bed. I want to yap. I want to go to bed. I want to yap. You can't make me go. Have to still shake and puppet it? Okay. Gotta wait until October to unlock the streamer. I'm just gonna stream like this from now on, actually. This is my current, like, transition brand. This is my 1.5. This is gonna just be what I stream like. I hope you're okay with that. But we can still have plenty of fun even though you can't see me, right? Right. Yeah, so... Yeah. What a lovely shade of pink. I'm purple! I am not pink. This is like a minus 2.0. I've regressed somehow. If we were doing minus 2.0, it would have to be like the initial concept for 1.0. But I don't even know if there's an initial concept version of Yuno that exists. I mean, I guess that would be the green one. The full green one. Negative 2.0. Yeah, negative 2.0 would be concept Yuno, the one with green eyes also. Do I still have that PNG? I probably do. John Kawaii's line art. That's crazy. I mean, I probably still have the green one somewhere. Where is she? The full green one. The actual creature. 6.9 is the mommy. I'll never let her go. I am sorry that Kawaii robbed you of her. I honestly regret it also. I think I would have rocked it. Ah, there she is. Alright, hold on. I've got this. Hold on. I've literally got this. Hold on. I've literally got this. Excuse me, 6.9? Yeah. Yeah. Where is she? I literally just had her. There we go. I don't think I have the mommy version of the key visual, like, immediately available. I don't know what I saved it as. It would have taken a lot longer to find it, but I did find the initial, like, standing version with green-eyed me. Oh, wait, no, it's this one. Never mind, I'm so incorrect. Why don't we just use this one, then? Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one again. Shit. I thought I saved it as that. Alright, hold on. I'll make this work, I promise. Cardboard? Hell you mean cardboard? I'm not cardboard, I'm woman. Act like you've never seen a woman before or something. I believe in you, thanks. I don't believe in me. But I really should be able to find it. Where the hell? What did I save it as? Or where did I save it also? No, not that. Women don't exist. How do you explain me? I'm literally women. Zaturdo, thank you for being a member of the Oni Lights for 8 months. Oh, Hanaki to you as well. I was about to click on the exact same image again. God help me. I know I have it. I need to be better at naming my files, I guess. Then again, I think I deleted most of the old stuff because I was like, I guess since they're giving me new key visual, I don't need the old one. Like a fool. Even though I've literally shown it on stream before. Where is she? Not that one. Is it one of these? Hold on. You never delete things. What do you mean? I do delete things sometimes. Probably not as much as I should. I would agree with that much. But I do delete things. It's just not as common as it should be. I really should clean out my folders. Are we looking for yellow? No. My model's not working, so I was planning to get, like, the initial, like, draft of Yuno, where she looked more mommy-coded than she ended up being. But I can't find it. Which is so bizarre, because I swear I had it. No, not that one. Maybe I saved it in a different folder. I know I have her. Actually, it probably is in a different folder, now that I'm thinking about it. I probably just didn't put it in the actual, like, Yuno asset folder. It's probably in, like, my generic images, knowing me. Because it was before I made, like, the official folder. Proto-Ron. Guys, I miss her. Not to be annoying, but I miss Proto-Ron. Emo-Ron, my beloved, I miss her. Every day I miss her. Yuno deletes emails for sure. Oh yeah, I clear out my email inbox. I keep that shit immaculate. Looking at Darkron. I saw it in my folder as I was scrolling, so I was just thinking about her as all. I miss Darkron. Darkron and Mommy Gruno, what a pair. I know, right? Honestly, that would have slayed as a unit, but apparently no fun allowed. I really do wonder what happened in the drafting for Ranchan, where they decided to go from the black aesthetic to pink. Not that I hate the pink. Obviously, I was drawn to her because she was pink. But it's just interesting. It's just such a drastic change. I wonder what made them decide to do it. Where the hell is the thing? I'm scrolling so far back. God help me. Well, there's my stomach. Oh, there it is! Oh, of course, it has the super stupid frickin' the key smash name. Of course that's why I couldn't find it. Fucking name your files. That's me at myself. Okay, and then there's the purple one. Okay. Oh, I understand why I confused them now. I had thought that they were the same because they both start with a 2. But it was not correct. They wanted kawaii, not cool. Yeah, I guess they decided to moify us for that reason, which is so lame. Anyway, hi. Remember me? I have to resize myself. Forgive me. No, see, this file is 2 underscore. The one that I initially had on screen was like 2 underscore is the problem. So that was kind of why that got messed up. Oops, wrong thing. Is she single? Yes, because she technically doesn't exist. Hi. So this is how my key visual used to look before they decided to de-momify me. You might notice some like other like more sketchy details on the rest of the model, including my legs being super skinny. The kimono obviously looked a lot different, and then also there's also a noticeable buff somewhere. Complete nerf. Are your hands longer in this? I guess maybe in this drafted version, perhaps. The eyes are very nice. Yeah, they changed how the eyes are styled in the final key visual, too. They got rid of some of that extra eye shine. They cost you at least 5k subscribers. I probably would have had an additional, like, 10k subscribers by the time I started if I kept this look, let's be real. Your eyes are different, that's the first thing I noticed. Yeah. I think this is closer to how my mama normally draws eyes. Because if you look at how my mama usually draws, and then you look at me, you can kind of see the similarity there. But then the style changed up, like, completely when they redid it and, like, finalized it. So, anyway, there was a universe where I looked like this, and I was more, like, low talking and, like, a little bit more, I don't want to say sensual, but there would probably be more, like, vocal fry in my voice, and I would have been more like, oh, Hanaki. Probably a little bit more low-key, a little bit deeper, a little bit smoother. I had initially wanted to go kind of soft, so maybe something more in this range too. And that probably would have been the Yuno Hanaki experience that you would have gotten if they kept this. But since they changed it, also they changed it without telling me, so it would have this would have been the experience you got. How do we get into that timeline or universe? You just have to close your eyes and see me in your dreams, I guess. It's not too different from how I normally sound, I think. It's just a little bit more controlled, maybe, more calculated. Purposefully speaking a little bit more from the chest. And that would have been the angle I took in that universe. Also, yes, women. Is it uncomfortable? No, not at all. It's quite easy. Chest, yes. A lot of chest to speak from, yes. But I feel like the choker is also a bit bigger in this version, too. ASMR, Oni tries to cook you soup. She'd still have debut voice in the beginning because of nerves. Well, I think if I was starting from here, debut voice probably would have been closer to how I normally speak as Yuno, I guess. It would have been more like, oh, Hanaki, did you know that our souls are connected by fate? Or something like that. But then by next stream, I'd probably sound more like this. There would have been less forehead debut comments too. Yeah, because everyone would have been busy being like, mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. And management would have had to start bonking everyone into oblivion. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. And I think I would have hated that more than the forehead jokes, potentially. What a glorious debut. In another world, perhaps. Really, that doesn't sound like us? Well, not all of you were around when I first debuted, no? Some of you didn't start watching me until later. Initially, there were, like, a lot more new people that were in that chat, and then there are also a lot of names that I just never saw again. So, I think we would have had, like, an entirely different chat experience. I wasn't around, I am new, matter of fact. I don't believe you. Your member badge says otherwise. But I'll humor you because you're cute. Forehead is still very noticeable? Sure. But are you really going to spend your time looking at the forehead? I feel like there's more interesting things to look at, no? Good night. Rest well. Dying. I'm telling you. Kawaii truly robbed you. Because again, I didn't ask for them to make the changes they did to my key visual. Or to my entire aesthetic, really. They were the ones that decided to nerf me in the end. I wonder if they just thought that I sounded too naturally nerdy. Who's to say? I contain multitudes. I can admire forehead and mommy. Maybe. Wife got buffed though. Trade-offs. This is true. Give me my nerdy, mature woman. I do think it would have been interesting to try and go for a more mature angle had I debuted with that initially. Also, for fun, do you want to see the green version? I don't remember if I ever showed you the green version of the key visual. That's the one that actually has the key smash name. The green was the very first one that I got. Oh, she's over there. They heard you and said she's too dork-coded. I wonder. But yeah, see, this is when before the tattoo even got upgraded. So this is proto-wife. Prototype wife. Dead stem. And then here's the green eyes. Don't they look wildly different? It's crazy. Sometimes I will look back at this and be like, wow, who is this woman? Women, I've seen them once before. Dang. I mean, I did ask for the eye color change, so that part I was fine with, but when they decided to just change the rest of me, I was very shocked. I was like, huh? Pure Bruno. Green eyes go crazy with this art in particular. Escaped green hell, but at what cost? That's true. When they decided to change my eyes to purple, my eyes became more big. They became, like, bigger after the switch from green to purple. I don't think I asked for them to be bigger. I don't remember. More kawaii? Perhaps. It's just, like, if they wanted something kawaii, they should have... I don't know how to word it, but... my mama doesn't necessarily draw kawaii women. They mostly draw bodacious women. So I was kind of surprised when they tried to get something cuter. And that's also why I'm kind of not surprised my mama didn't really advertise me as much. I feel like the overall aesthetic for me is just so out of their usual style that maybe they just didn't want to claim it. Oiran isn't exactly a kawaii theme. That's what I'm saying. They were the ones that based it off of the Oiran and the Maiko, and they were still like, but that's not kawaii, so don't include that. And I was like, well, then why did you base me off that? And I was the one that was trying to fight for the fact that I could make it kawaii, but they were like, it's not kawaii though, so don't say it. And I was like, but then why base me off that? And it makes sense that my mama would hear Oiran and be like, ah, beautiful, bodacious woman. And so that's why they designed this. But then I eventually just got, like, super nerfed. Does Green Eyes Woman have fingernails? No. Here, I'll show you, but no. It's got one really long finger. I think they did adjust some of the anatomy of my hands when they redid the key visual, though. Because it looks less big in the official key visual. And then, of course, wife received a few upgrades by turning the stem purple later on. Kawaii Mane-sans, you always did struggle with branding. I've been ready to go all in. I like committing to characters, so I would have been totally down to stick with this. But they changed it without asking me, so I was like, okay, I guess that's fine. Getting back to my thought, mature Yuno would have worked with Kaya and Ron. Can't know that beforehand, but it would have worked. I mean, I would have tried to make it work. The problem, though, is I don't think Kaya would have ever taken me seriously just because of the history we had before. Even if I went for the more mature angle and tried to portray that during streams and stuff, I think she still would have just disrespected me all the time. She would have just laughed in your face in collabs. Yeah, exactly. Just needed to sass her back. Perhaps. I mean, who knows? But I do think she would have clowned on me regardless. Regardless of form, she'd still find ways to bully me. The world that could have been. But it's okay. I do feel like 2.0 kind of like marries proto Yuno to like the Yuno that we ended up getting in a lot of ways. So you're not missing out too much. The ice. But yeah, it got a little more polished with the purple eyes. The purple eyes became a bit like bigger and more anime than the green. And then they eventually became even more anime in like the final version of the key visual. But I think you guys are really going to like the new look just as much. We can still pretend this is you until Live 2D unborks itself. I do wonder what's going on. I'm gonna try to open it up again. That angle is playable, the professional Oiran with her friend that gets to ignore the work mode. This is true. When it's just her and the girls instead of the work mode Oiran. But again, they really didn't want me to be, or like mention that I was an Oiran because they thought it wasn't kawaii. And then again, I raise you the question, why did they choose that aesthetic for me if they didn't want me to use it in my branding? I went with performer because I thought it was the closest way to kind of marry the two ideas of like being an Oiran, but then also like focusing more on just like the performing side of being an Oiran. It was like a whole thing that I tried to do to like cope with the fact that I couldn't use the initial concept. Because Oiran do perform like a lot of like more typical like performance style stuff. So it wouldn't have been entirely far-fetched. Okay, now my phone is acting like I don't have a signal. Hold on. Ay, 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 ay. Connect. Unable to join the network? What do you mean? That's my network. Get in. Why have you been kicked off? What the freak? You got us a hacker. Hacker man. Okay, there we go. Now it's connected. Okay. Now I open this. Am I in? No. Restart the app. casket. Are we connected? No? Why not? In the process of connecting, okay. And then... I don't know, man. I just think it's dead. You can see, like, one eye peeking out from behind these silhouettes. Reboot the phone, or will that break other stuff? I don't think it'll break anything. I really only use this phone for VTube Studio. I'll try restarting it, because that could do something. It's just weird because it's not like I've had problems with this phone, like, ever before this. That's why I'm so confused. Can I, remember how to turn off the phone? There we go. Yeah, I remembered. It just took a second. PhD looks like she's about to unalive us. It's just because she's like default smiling in VTube Studio. Because the connection never came through, she's just like stuck on her default face. And her like idle breathing toggle. So she's just very quietly breathing while standing back there. In case you wanted the extra visual of her being creepy. Looks like a kid poking out behind mama to glare at the adult that dares to talk to her. Yeah, PhD is like on OG Oiron's back, like, you dare talk to my mother? You dare talk to my mother and distract us from getting the chicken nuggets? Hi, Hitomi. Alright, will this work? I swear to God. Bruno, don't turn around. There's a creepy kid behind you. Oh, I'm not afraid of kids. But thanks for looking out for me, I guess. Okay, it loaded for like 2 seconds and now it's still freezing. Hello? Do I need to recalibrate? Like, what's happening here? No, it's just not working. It's just straight not working. Okay, cool. I guess it's still dead. Okay. Welp. Anyways. What happened? I turned on my cry toggle for a joke, and then as soon as I turned it off and tried to zoom back out, my model stopped capturing properly, and it was like lagging out really bad. I've reset the app. It didn't work. I've reset the app on PC. It didn't work. I've reset my Wi-Fi. It didn't work. Or, well, my Wi-Fi connection on my phone, it didn't work. I can't reset my actual internet because that'll kill the stream. So nothing's working. And I'm not disconnecting from my like Wi-Fi anymore, so I don't think it's a Wi-Fi issue. It also wasn't a Wi-Fi issue initially anyway. It's just acting very weird. So I guess my model's just dead for now. I don't know if anyone else is having problems with VTube Studio at this point in time. Or if it's just me. Well, it's fine. It's not a huge deal. Anyway, in the meantime, I was showing them, the proto Yuno, the OG green-eyed key visual. And we were talking about the world that could have been if I had been allowed to debut as the uncensored initial concept. So that's why she's on screen. Hi! Hey! The world where I was allowed to be slightly more mature instead of being a reassigned baby. It's like VTuber Studio never closed. Hey. I don't have a model of this design. If only. But no, I was telling them that I feel like 2.0 is like a nice way of marrying like this OG concept with the Yuno that we got. I feel like it's a good mix in terms of overall like vibe and aesthetic and stuff. But anyway. And woman. I guess I'll hide her for now. Initially, I was going to just stream as Orpal and like puppet her around like it was just me streaming in silhouette from now on. But then we got off topic and we started talking about the OG, you know. The world that could have been. Because, like, admittedly, when I auditioned and when I was, like, doing the interview, I was kind of talking more, like, soft and low, because that's usually how I talk anyway. Which is probably why they decided to cast me in the Oni body. But then they decided to make her small. And I was like, okay, that was a choice. Gruno Doko. I turned her off for a moment, just to, like, prove my point. I'm sorry. I know you miss her. But I really do think that 2.0 will be a good replacement for what could have been in a lot of ways. I mean, you can't see all the details right now because she's just all hair, but you will someday. Someday you will understand the vision. And you will be bowing at my mama's feet. I can promise you that. Give me all the details, feral Damadachi noises. You have to be patient. I don't even have all of the details. It's scary being left alone with just a purple shadow. Ugh, fine. So needy. I'll put her back on screen. It just feels weird using her now that, like, the bit's kind of gone. Because I'm just like, wow. This really was just, like, a totally different woman. I wonder if they had initially planned for her to just, like, be a more mature member of the unit. But the thing is, though, like, the model did not look like this key visual at all. Like, the model always looked... Hold on. I'm gonna make her disappear again, but that's because I'm proving my point. The model always looked like... always looked like this. Like, this is how she first looked when I saw her. And I was like... This looks very different from the key visual that I have been shown. So I met her looking like this, and I was like, okay. And then I got the key visual, and I was like, this feels like a different woman. And I'm pretty sure when I got it, I was like even showing Kaya, and I think also Ron, but I was like, am I tripping, or does this look like an entirely different person? She looked like an entirely different woman. Because, like, I saw this and I was like, oh, okay, soft, kind of sweet sounding. I can see the vision. And then the freaking, like, key visual was, like, that super mature woman. And I was like, huh? Nani? Boomsteaded. The horns on 2.0 look slightly different, slightly thicker and pointing inward. I might end up liking them better. New horn, new me. Also, I realized I replaced the wrong image. Oops, I need to get purple back on screen. Come back, purple. Borote. There you are. This way, queen. I meant to replace this one. It's not too late to right their wrong. Don't make fun of my misclick! I'll fight you. I'll fight you. Don't act like you've never misclicked in your life. Green woman approaches you. In my defense, never while I was streaming, I guess. I've never made a single mistake ever in my life. Do I need to point up in this chat log to when you made 2 typos in 1 sentence? Because I would love to be a contrarian. Anyway, this was how I first met her. She looked like this, and the tattoo looked like that. And this is like how the model was supposed to look. So I was like, okay. And then I saw the key visual and I was like, entirely different woman. And then when I asked to change the eyes to purple, I was like, okay. I got the version of Yuno that you guys know. And I was like, all right, that makes sense. And then when they showed me the key visual and the eyes looked like bigger and like more anime. And I was like, okay, I do like that. And then the day I joined Slack, they were like, oh, we updated your key visual. And again, entirely different woman. But she did look more similar to how the model looks. So I guess that might have been why they asked for the changes. But I wonder if just something happened when they were making the model where they gave instructions to like cover her up and like, you know, hide like more features and like make the skirt like a little longer and all that stuff. I wonder if that was in like the model art phase versus like the key visual, and the key visual just hadn't been updated to match. Have to wonder. Poor Mama had to keep making changes that went against their style. I do wonder if that was kind of why they didn't fully like advertise me. Like, I wonder if the arguments over direction were just part of, like, what made them not want to do it. Because they have ignored me. I have, like, never seen a single acknowledgement from my mama besides them retweeting one tweet where they didn't even make it obvious which kid was theirs. She wanted her Greeno? I mean, probably, yeah. I think she was really into the, like, big brebs one. And I mean, as was I. I was totally fine with them wanting to, like, make me more mature looking. But the model looked like this, so I think they just wanted to try and make it more in line with how they made the model look. So, yeah. Weren't we all? The line for cigarettes is terrible, Yuno. Baba, please come back. I don't think the green to purple eyes would be a big enough issue. I feel like it might have been on top of all of the other changes that management might have asked them to make. And this is no shade towards management, for the record. But I feel like, I know that overall, a lot of artists don't really like being asked to make too many changes, especially if you didn't give a lot of direction to begin with. So I wonder if management had been kind of like more casual with the initial direction, but then as soon as they got the design back, they were like, oh shit, and they started asking for like a bunch of changes to like, you know, make Yuno less oiran, make her look more kawaii. So I wonder if it was just a bunch of additional changes and then I got cast as her and then I asked for the eye color change and my mama was just like, man, fine, I've changed everything else. And it just led to a point where they were like, man, this doesn't even feel like my design anymore. Which on one hand, you are working for like a company, you should be willing to like adapt to the things that they ask of you, but I can also understand from the artist's perspective of like, why didn't you just outline this from the beginning? Or again, my original point, why say that she's based off of an Oiron and then not let her be an Oiron? Make her Oiron. Wait, why does she look like an Oiron? No, exactly. That's kind of just what happened. And again, no shade towards management. I think they had a vision and then they just needed it to like fit their vision a little bit more, and then my mama just was like overwhelmed by all the requests for change. Probably. No. I want them to go away so bad. I'm perishing. Boo. Ah, jump scare. Ah, scary. Hell yeah, this is what I came here for. You came here for hiccups? Man. Cute. No. Perishing. It's true. I hate hiccuping so much. It pisses me off. Anyways. Green Yuno. Truly the creature of all time. Every time I look at her, though, I always think about how smart it was for me to change her eyes to purple. Because, like, the green eyes are pretty, but there's just something about how the face looks where it's like, it just doesn't feel like it makes sense. The green just blends in too much. Her face doesn't feel as, like, warm, I guess. After, like, day 3 of having hiccups, I crave the sweet release of death. You have them for days? I think I would perish. For some reason, for me, I always hiccup, like, a bunch within, like, a short span, and then they just go away on their own, and it's weird. It was a great artistic switch, the purple pops. Yeah! I agree. I think it was very smart. They come and go, but it's usually 2 to 4 days before they're gone completely. Eh? That's never been the case for me. They're usually gone after, like, 5-ish minutes. Maybe, like, 10 or 15 at the longest. Do girls just hiccup differently? I honestly don't know. I have no idea. I think the green makes it more obvious how far apart the eyes are. Oh, God. No, I didn't even think about it like that. Why are her eyes so far apart? Oh, it really makes the forehead look very big. I mean, the forehead looks big regardless, but ooh, I didn't even think about that. I think, although honestly, we've said it before, I do think when they decided to make the eyes purple, they kind of like changed the shape a bit. And I think that's why it like looks better on the face overall. Because I think they also gave me thicker eyelashes when I went Orpal. Because looking at this, it feels like the eyelashes are like mostly thick on the top and not so on the bottom. But I feel like my bottom lashes are thicker on the purple version. So I think they gave me like more feminine girly eyes. Mascara'd eyes. So it just like fits a bit better. Have you ever seen Perfect Blue? Yes. I'm scared what you're going to say next. I'm scared what you're going to say next. In the OG design, there's too much green for the eyes to catch your eye. The updates were strong. Yeah. No, I agree. I felt that when I got her too. I was just gonna say with the girl's far eyes. No. Anyway. But yeah, I think they updated the shape a little bit when they went purple. Still though, what a woman. Do not say new art idea. Stop this. Stop making Pyrrha draw your art. Your art ideas. God, looking at her is crazy. Alright, anyway, I feel like I should either put, like, my proper Fugi on screen, or I should, like, I don't know, do literally anything besides keep the green creature on screen. It's weird looking at her. I'm done looking at her. We've done what we needed to do. Pull out the sticking tongue, Fugi. She's eating a mochi! I'm not sticking out my tongue! Although I realized that once I, am formally working on the 2.0 re-debut stuff, I'm probably gonna have to get a new Fugi. This one's no longer gonna be relevant because it's green. I wonder what, the new Fugi's gonna look like. Herm. Or licking a leaf. No! It's a freaking Daifuku. Stop. Why is the end of your tongue green? It's not! It's not a tongue! Bleh. Yoshi looking ass. Licking a lettuce. True. Purple and gold, baby. Why is she Orpal? Lick a tongue, Yuno. True. You know, she was a caterpillar. I eat the leaf. I'm literally the very hungry caterpillar from the titular novel, A Very Hungry Caterpillar. Novel, short story. That's literally me. I eat literally everything. Nom, 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 nom. Gotta do it so I can make a really big cocoon. You will end up consuming the world? Yeah. Starring Yuno as herself. Literally me! That's my autobiography! I loved that book. I also really liked that book. I had a couple other books that I read a lot, when I was younger. Because I liked checking out a lot of books from my school library. That was a pretty big go-to in terms of, like, more, childlike books, I guess. I also checked out the Indian Paintbrush a lot. And, like, other Tommy DePaolo books. That is a name I haven't remembered in years. Jesus, I can't believe I remember. The fucking domain expansion that just happened in my brain to pull that name out of the ether. Good night, sleep well. Man, I love books. Domain expansion, Mind Palace of Alexandria. Literally me. The depths of my memory. Holy moly. I missed my model. I was doing some wiggles to my BGM and you can't see it with the Fugi. It's fine. I don't know why VTube Studio started acting up on me. It's whatever. Whatever, man. It's fine. Frick it, we ball. I just miss her. But it's okay. Tomorrow you guys will get a lot of time with her, because I'll be using 1.0 a lot. Well, when I'm not using Puntable for that redeem. I miss her too. Yeah, I miss her. Miss Yuno Hanaki. Missing her every day. Crazy. Okay. I got in my extra yappery time, though. I wonder if I should call it soon if I want to be able to get up early to prep for that stream. Do you get a dull ache like an underused muscle remembering something from long ago? Anything before age 8 does that to me now, but it's a good ache like the neuron happy to get used. Interesting. No, I don't think I get like a dull ache. But sometimes I have to like really dig into my brain and it does feel kind of relieving to actually get the memory. It's that like tip of your tongue feeling when you finally manage to remember the thing you were trying to remember. It's just so satisfying. It's like a firework goes off in my brain. A firework of happy chemical, just like, oh, thank God I do remember. I'm not crazy. Bedtime story before bye-bye? Bedtime story? What do people even read as bedtime stories these days? Do I just put on frickin' Coleman? Like, what the hell? What the hell did kids get for their bedtime story? I always remember that like hours later, but does it make you feel satisfied or are you like, ugh? Bluey? Is Bluey a book? Uma Musume racist. Creepypasta? A dramatic reading of Hollaback Girl? I watched the sensory fruit videos to go to sleep. Oh no, your brain's fried. Five Nights at Freddy's lore? I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's does actually have, like, a series of books. They have, like, actual chapter books that are lore-related. Like, the game that just came out is based off of stories from the novels. Yeah, they have a lot of books. We joke, but they genuinely have a lot of books. Wait, there's a new game? The one that just came out recently. I don't remember what it's called, though. I haven't read them, but I've seen every theory video. I feel you. I'm like that, too. I leave on chess videos. Yeah, Secret of the Mimic. That's what it's called. I watched someone play through it, but, like... I realized very quickly that it was based off of the books because I remembered the theory video. The ingredients list on a can of canned cheese. You know what? Let's do that as your bedtime story. List of ingredients on canned cheese. I've got this. So stupid. No, it contains 1% cheese. I can't believe that worked. It's because I think it's funny. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to find like an actually like good example of like something on the back of canned cheese. And those are the nutrition facts. I don't want that. I want the ingredient. No, that's not what I want either. No, I don't want recipes. I want the ingredients of for the canned cheese. Gourmet nacho. No, that's canned pasta. That's not cheese. Google. It shouldn't be this hard to find an ingredients list for cheese. Wet dog food. Are you trying to tell me something, Google? Do you not like the taste of canned cheese? Google Foo is lacking. I know how to Google Foo. I just don't understand why it's not showing me the beer cheese. Man, okay. I will specifically put canned cheese in quotations so it knows to include canned cheese. Bruh. That's spray cheese. We're getting closer. There we go. Gourmet nacho cheese sauce from Food for Less. Let me get the freaking picture. The cake recipe from Portal. Okay, but see, the cake is a lie, so why would I do that? That's not a real recipe. Okay. Are you ready for your bedtime story? Get comfy. Grab your nicest pillow, cuddle under your favorite blanket. Ingredients. Cheese whey. Water. Modified cornstarch. Vegetable oil. Parentheses. Contains one or more of the following: canola, soybean, sunflower. Close parentheses. Cheddar cheese. Parentheses. Pasteurized milk. Cheese culture. Salt. Enzymes. Annatto. Closed parentheses. Contains less than 2% of salt, monosodium glutamate, jalapeno peppers, sodium phosphate, distilled vinegar, sodium hexametaphosphate, anhydrous milk fat. Milk fat is one word, by the way. Lactic acid, sodium sterol lactylate, natural flavors, tomato paste, citric acid, non-fat dry milk, xanthan gum, yellow 6, yellow 5, caramel color, parentheses, contains sulfites, close parentheses, annatto, and turmeric, parentheses, as colors, parentheses. Bold. Contains milk. Period. There you go. There is your ingredients on the back of a can of canned cheese. I eat now. Hongshu me. EP time. I hope that was relaxing for you. Anyway, we have a long stream in the morning, so not super early, so you don't have to worry about getting up early, but I will be hanging around like a little creature for several hours tomorrow. So I hope you look forward to hanging out with me. We'll finish some of the redeems and then yeah. We'll do like other random stuff. We'll see. We'll play by vibes. Yeah. And that'll be the last stream before I go on break. I haven't like announced the duration of break yet. I'm still kind of trying to figure out how much time I need. I will be sure to let you know once I do figure it out. But until then, thank you guys so much for choosing to spend time with me. I hope that you have a good rest of your time zone, and until I see you again, Yunotsu!